Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me at my YouTube. Midionpassion@gmail.com is the way I listed it. I also listed it under Al C, and also I listed it under Mona Lisa. Most of them is under Midionpassion@gmail.com. Let me show you how there is the identical deal in which who's been following my 400 YouTubes approximately, that you will see that the Mona, here's the Mona's head in here with the eyes. Now the Mona right here is being transparent the way I put it over my painting to let you know where it is hidden. It's also hidden many other different areas because he was infatuated by her. And so he constantly repeated it in many, many, many times. Now I'm going to pull this down. Now that's the X-ray of the Mona in which they took and in which they did a documentary on. And then when I put it back up, you can see in the area how things line up. It also lines up not only in this area, it lines up when you move it across to the left and also to the right, but here's one of the areas. Also here it lines up. And he gets really comical about his work, so I want to show you. When this slides over, you end up into his doily where these markings end up with two eyes. But you'll also see, which makes this a head, like a Roman head, looking this general area like at 4 o'clock, and then two eyes are looking at them. He makes cartoons into his images. You'll also see the mountains over here with an eye, and a nose, and a mouth. Now watch. The eyes and the nose and the mouth, you pull it down, and there's the eyes and nose and the mouth. You pull it back up, and there it is. Okay, now when you pull it back down, you can see generally the same mountain. He buries her face in one of the mountains that you see over here. Now when I pull it back down, okay, you can see her nose, and when you move it. Now if I slide it over, okay, well, if I slide it to the right, you can see how this line's going to line up into this area. So I'm going to mark it here and watch it go over. And you'll see her eyes, okay, how they move. He makes them move through the mountains. Okay, now also he has a doily, and out of the doily he has these little tassels that run down. I put it back up, and his tassels are right in here, and you can line up his tassels. You can take her with her nose, and you can take and line it up in this area right here with the Statue of Liberty, and you put it right back up into here, and there's the perfect match. Again, if I turn around and zoom in on the Statue of Liberty, see the Statue of Liberty? Okay. That's the tip. That's the tip of her nose. Now I pull this back down, you can see an image, and then I pull it back, and there it is. Now if you go back up again, you see the nose here. Let me pull this down, maybe you can't see it. You see that? How that represents in the design extremely close to a heart, but it also has eyes and creatures and a flower and all kinds of different stylists. An eye, and then like a big nose. These are creatures and images in which he builds. Here's another thing in which is hidden. You pull this up and you look right there. That is a shadow of a bird. See, like a crow aiming. That's in the Mona. You pull this down, And you can see I don't know if you can see it too well, but there is a bird in here. Okay, and of course you're not going to just see a bird in my images. You're going to see tons of birds, and the reason why you'll see tons of birds is because he loved to fly. Now let's get into this area here. This area, if you really look at it, okay, these are not only people. See how the head is? There's a head there and a horse, and these are little images off the doily of my x-ray. Here's a man's face like with a patch, and each thing like on the crown and a long beard. And then this is like a horse, and then another little horse, and he makes these little creatures. And these are on the long doily of my man. Okay, these match up with those. Watch. Right here. See those? That's what the matching is. That's part of the doily. That's his hidden work. Now watch. I'll pull this back. You see the curvature? Those are written words running across. You see the angle cut? Like kind of like a sun or a moon. I pull this down. Here it is. The sun or the moon. The cut. I put this back up, and it lines up perfectly. Leonardo da Vinci is absolutely a magnificent, awesome, loving scientist, code man, artist, best friend, best lover, best of anything that you could think of being great of on this earth that you wanted to be admired about. He was. The guy was the king of kings. He was the hidden. He's kind of like the old saying that when I was raised. The man of the power is the man behind the president. And I hate to get politics involved in there, but what I'm trying to say is that he had a lot of ability to do what was necessary that he wanted for his friends, loved ones, and so. And you just have to follow the YouTubes and read what I'm trying to explain. And I have to apologize if it's not coming out clear. Now, if you take a look, I'm going to show you how the offset of the face is different when you move her. But when you do, because as paintings move, like a television that's not plugged in the wall, look how my woman lines up into the mountains with the shiny eyes. Okay, so he's actually done a lot. Now you see that? That's like a rabbit with big ears running through here and going down and standing up. Okay. Now that is of her hair. Now I pull this down and you see a portion of it, which I call kind of like the head of a snake, and it runs on down. You see the curvature of her hair running like that? Okay. And if you look at that particular piece, that's the hand that runs on up with the arm. And so when you see that, that is also runs into the hair and across the body. Okay. Then again, the tassels. You pull this down, and the tassels actually go right in here, which is real lightweight that you'll see, but I'll show you an actual coverage. But like I said, and you you put this back up. And you can see that this would be the faces of what I'm going to pull back down. There. I just had it off just a hair, but that is there. And then he turns that into a dog right there. See? See the dog right there? Dead center. See? His images grow. In other words, it's kind of like a police officer throwing laminated bigger nose and a mustache and keeps growing. He throws his images of his paintings over the top. He remembers what he painted. Now, I'm going to pull this down, and I'm going to bring this one over. And this one is the same image, but here's his tassels. See those big tassels? Now again, I want to tell you that this is the older, more mature Mona Lisa. And this is the young Mona Lisa. No wrinkles. Sorry, ladies. It's kind of funny, right? So, you got older, mature. Maybe I throw in wiser. And then I go and then you go younger. So here we go. Younger, older, older, younger. And I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for viewing. I want to say God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens. I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful night. And keep up the good work. And again, thank you for the comments. God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens. Stay safe. And amen.